back. She's a little bit crammed in the back over here. So she's taking a break now. We gotta move the seat. It's underneath the seat covers. There we go. Is that better? Is that better? Yeah. That means I gotta lower this down. Put it in low. Still not low enough. See what's going on. Yeah, we're not quite clearing this. I unhooked it here, but it's not quite making it because I'm on an incline, as you can see. Incline. I'm at an angle, so I'm going to try to approach it straight on instead of from an angle. Okay, still at an angle, but better than before, I think. Oh, there. I pushed it just enough to get underneath of it. That's what I needed, I think. Yep, I got underneath of it, but I gotta push it back just a little bit more, and then we're good. It'll drop down on top of the ball. There we go, that should do it. Thank God for the air suspension and lowering it down like that. Without it, it would be nearly impossible to get this trailer hooked up. That needs to come off, otherwise this won't go up high enough and it'll scrape when I'm driving. I don't want that. Kind of lock it like that. Now this is a breakaway. I'm going to thread through here, and if the trailer breaks away, it activates the battery here and energizes the brakes to stop the trailer from running away. So it goes through here, and I'll put it through here, and then into this connector. When it pulls out of here is when it activates the battery and the trailer brakes. Last thing to do, well, two more things. Lights. Let's do lights. That goes up way up underneath here. It's very hard to see. You gotta know what you're doing. It goes in here. And in the dark, it's very hard to see this. Last thing are the chains. So that's what it looks like when it's all done. Good to go. Raising up. Ready to go. We're going. We're going. Now check what my energy was. 366 average over the last 5 miles. Let's go 5 miles now. Let's see what changes with this trailer. How's the ride back there? It's not as smooth, right? Not here. Yeah, the trailer makes it not a smooth ride. Alright, well, we were going to go to Smithfield, and it says temporary closure, as you can see, so we got to reroute now. We're going to have to go over to Raleigh, which means I have to unhook for sure over there, but see that we might run out of electricity. Alright, check out the range here. 856 watt hours per mile average. It says I have a projected range, well, this is 160, it was saying 50. And we've got 32 miles to drive, so we can drive as fast as we want on this leg, but a lot of the legs which are longer, we cannot drive fast at all, not even more than 50 miles an hour at times. But that's not an issue here today, now. Sorry, I had that on instant range, but you can see here's the projected of the average of the last 5 miles. 83, and we've got 31 miles to go, so we can drive fast if we want. Don't have to worry about running out of electricity, and we're gonna have to unhook here, so I might as well take advantage and go fast. And that 80 miles is a little different than the 191 that's with regular non-trailer driving, as you can see. How are things back there? Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm recording all this. Lock that into the Tesla cam. Review it in a minute. Alright, let's review what happened. Launch viewer. Slow computer. It's right here. Everybody just ran the red light. So I went and look, almost smashed into this guy and then somebody else. That's crazy.
At least they stayed in the left lane.
Yeah. Somebody should put that on Wake Forest community information. If you guys don't know, I run Wake Forest community information, which is like 54,000 or maybe more members. WFCI.one, WFCI.one, and then Raleigh community information, RCI.one. You can check those out. Raleigh's smaller, it's like 35,000. Well, I can barely see.
Where are your sunglasses, sir?
Yeah, where are they? Okay, that's way better. Way better. Look at the traffic. It's been that way since we got through Wake Forest. If you saw that sign, it's like Wake Jersey. That's what everyone calls it now. Look at that windshield. Can you see it? I need to clean this thing. It is so... It's got a haze. You see that on the inside? So to have tint on the whole windshield, this massive windshield. And I got videos on that on the channel if you haven't seen it, because it's huge. The whole thing's tinted, so I need to clean it with the water only. Does this look familiar to anyone? This is the Wake Forest Monument, the bridge where 98 crosses Capitol Boulevard. It's where many police officers camp out up on top and catch you with laser or radar, and they try to report that on Wake Forest community information, but we don't let them. You cannot report law enforcement, speed, operations. You can't do it. Now we're in the city of Raleigh. Do you like that trailer ball?
Yeah, that sounds great. Creak,
Creak, creak. I need to put some grease on there. Last time I was here, I broke down. We broke down. It wasn't me, it was we, right? With 8 miles of range left on the odometer. And I was only like 3.5 miles away from the North Hill supercharger and broke down, but not this time. We got plenty of battery. See, plenty, but I just don't have enough to make it to Fayetteville, which is the next charger. And Denise said, what'd you say?
That day we broke down, I was all ready to get coffee and go shopping. But instead, we had to call a tow truck. There was no coffee or shopping.
No. Alright, well if that Model X wasn't there on the end, I could possibly pull up and not have to disconnect, but I'm going to have to disconnect now. And I'm going to have to do it right in this area, right over here. So here we go again, you know the drill. The Target? Yeah. You can surprise me or not. I don't need anything.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Bye. This is a high-use supercharger. It's filled up, so we're gonna just move. Wait, set limit. We're just gonna move that. There we go. Done. Easy. Okay, I'm going to clean my windshield now. Somebody parked in front of my trailer back there. You see that? Oh, it's going to be tough to disconnect now. Oh, that was a pain to get this thing back on. This is a pain to disconnect it, period. And sorry, I didn't mean to disconnect it, I meant to reconnect. It was gonna be a pain, and it was. But back to the rest of the trip here, and lots more of this for the rest of the journey down to Southwest Florida. Look through this windshield. I just cleaned this thing inside and out. It is amazing. It's not even sunny, but I can see how incredibly clear it is right now. I haven't had it this clean in a long, long time. We brought some donations, so we got to drop those off before we get out of town. All right, only about 762 miles left to go with this trailer. Actually more than that. It's more like 800, truly, when we add it all up. It'll be fun, right? Yeah. Well, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe on our YouTube channel. If you're, depending upon where you're watching this, we're on YouTube, adigitalnomad.net. That's adigitalnomad.net. Just go to that YouTube channel, subscribe, you get our live videos of the whole trip, 5 months.